Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to have a rare beauty party. I'm so excited that you're here. We're going to be talking about the brand new Rare Beginnings perfume from Rare Beauty. I have to say, this one threw me for a loop and I'm so excited to talk to you about it. And I also picked up all 5 new shades of the mini soft pinch liquid blushes from Rare Beauty. I'm going to do swatches, we're going to compare them, and I'm going to show you all of these blushes on my makeup loving face. So if that sounds like fun to you, let's get this Rare Beauty party started. All right, beauty, so let's get into this fragrance. I'm so excited to tell you about this because this isn't my typical go-to type of scent, but I'm absolutely in love with it. And I cannot wait to tell you about the different layering balms that you can get with this. I haven't tried them officially. I'm a makeup loving self. I did sample them in the store, but I'm excited to see how they mix with the perfume. I'm excited to tell you the difference between this perfume and the original Rare perfume. I will put timestamps down below in case you want to skip to the blush portion of this video, but I hope that you would consider sticking around for both because it's going to be an exciting video talking about this beautiful new fragrance from Rare Beauty. Okay, so I picked up this adorable little set. The stuff is out of here, so you won't see them in the box. So this set costs $38. It comes with the roller ball and the spray. So this is the spray. So we have Rare Beginnings and Rare Beauty. And when I went to Sephora, they were having a really cool engraving event. So you can get your full size or your travel size bottle engraved. So I got mine engraved. And I got it engraved with the name Courtney, which funnily enough matches my name. But isn't that such a nice touch? I just think it's such a pretty little accent to the bottle. And then it also comes with this roller ball. So this is actually a mini version of the full size bottle. So here you have Rare Beginnings and then Rare Beauty. If you're not familiar with this, Selena Gomez, the founder of Rare Beauty, is actually very focused on accessibility. So she has some problems with dexterity, and she always wants to make her products very easy for people to use, people to open. So the full-size bottle has a very easy clasp here where you can lock it and unlock it so that if you have dexterity issues or arthritis or anything like that, it's very easy to use the bottle. So I love that Rare Beauty always has that in mind when they're making their products. They're very accessible. This one has a really nice grip to it. You just put your hand there, open it, and it's a roller ball. So this set is $38. I think it's a great value because I love travel sizes. The fact that I buy travel sizes does not mean that I do not like the fragrance or love the fragrance. I just personally like to be able to freshen up during the day and carry my fragrances with me. At any given time, I probably have about, not even kidding, 8 to 10 fragrances on me on any given day. If you look at my pocketbook, it's scary in there. One of the scary sights that you will see on that little tour of that bag is my collection of perfumes and roller balls and things like that. It's scary. But anyway, I digress. The fact that I picked up the travel size does not mean that I do not love the scent. I also picked up the 2 layering balms that were released with the scent. So this one is a sweet marshmallow layering balm, and this is fruity pear. So Rare Beauty, when they released the original Rare perfume, they did this also. They release these layering balms. So say you want to bring out a particular note in the perfume. So you want to bring out the more gourmand aspects of the perfume, you would use the sweet marshmallow. And if you want to bring out more of that fruity pear note, the fruitiness of the perfume in general, you would use this fruity pear layering balm. Not sure how the two would mix together. I think keeping them separate, separation of church and state probably is the best idea. But it's kind of fun way to customize the fragrance. You totally could combine them and experiment. The original Rare perfume is one of my favorite scents, especially of 2025. This is one of my favorite fragrances of that year. This is like a warm and sweet gourmand. It has a little bit of a spicy element to it. It's incredibly long lasting. There are notes of vanilla and caramel. The dry down is sandalwood. It has notes of pistachio also. It's like an intoxicating scent. There's no other way for me to describe it. It's just beautiful, feminine. It's gourmand, but it's not sickeningly sweet. So if you love gourmand, but you don't like it too sweet, I would highly encourage you to check out the original Rare Beauty perfume. It's called Rare. I love this, and every time I wear this, I think to myself, how come I don't wear this more often? I do wear it often, but every time I use it, I'm like, this should be my signature scent. It's gorgeous. So when they came out with the original perfume, they also released 3 layering balms. They released Amber Vanilla, Woody Oak, and Floral Peony Blossom. I did do a full review of the balms and the perfume on my channel last year. I'll put that link down below in case you're interested. This scent, the Rare Beginnings perfume, is totally different than the original Rare perfume. but it's not in a bad way. So when Rare Beauty announced they were releasing a new perfume in the line, I kind of thought it would be like a flanker or a spin-off of the original Rare perfume, and I was very excited about it. When I heard it was going to be a floral scent, a fruity floral scent, I was like, it's not my go-to type of scent. I'm much more like, let me smell like a whipped marshmallow covered in chocolate and sprinkles with a sugar fairy dusting things on the perfume. I don't know why the sugar fairy came up, but I'm much more of a gourmand girly. I'm not, give me a gardenia and I'm good to go. It's not my thing. So I was a little bit apprehensive. And also, when I saw green, I was like, is it going to smell like too fresh? Or like, you're going through the lawn and you're mowing the lawn and the grass smells. Some people like that, and that's great. Not my thing. Give me the cookie type of scent. Give me a cupcake type of scent. Give me the chocolate sprinkle with the sugar fairy going through it. Okay. That's what I want. So I was a little bit apprehensive. But I looked at myself in the mirror and I said, Courtney B. Luxe, you have a channel. You have a responsibility, a duty to the people of YouTube to review this with an open mind. So I took my little open mind and I went to Sephora and I saw that they were having this big event for the perfume and they were having this beautiful engraving station for this perfume. So here, luckily enough, they were able to give me a name that matches my own, Courtney. They were able to engrave my name on it, and I thought they did a beautiful job. I thought this was so lovely to have a little personalized perfume bottle. You could have gotten either on the full size or the travel size, and I just thought it was such a nice touch. So I went, and I see the beautiful sign, and they have beautiful Selena Gomez, and she's in this gorgeous outfit, and she's like going through a flower field, or she has a flower in her hand, whatever it is. And I'm like, I wish I could be that girl, but I'm just so not that girl. Like, I'm just not, but I wish I could be. Like, you know what? Maybe this perfume will allow me to be that cool, calm, collected girl with the perfect skin and the perfect gardenia in the hand and just, careless, carefree, effervescent, just relaxed. I wish I could be that girl. I said, maybe this perfume will allow me to be that. So I went over to the very nice sales girl at Sephora and I said, ma'am, could you please spray me? No, I'm kidding. I didn't say that. If you say that in Manhattan, you don't know what you're getting sprayed with. Don't say that if you're ever in Manhattan or a big city. Please don't say that. Even in the Sephora. I mean, again, she had the t-shirt on that said Sephora, but you never know, right? People take it the wrong way. I digress. She sprays me with it. And I have to say, I fell in love with it. I was like, this is totally not my vibe normally, but it was gorgeous. It was just light and airy and so feminine and just like a nice, delicate, just like beautiful flower with a little bit of the nuttiness from the pistachio. And it's just beautiful. It's just lovely. You want to be that effervescent girl with the gardenia in her hand going through the flower field. This perfume is going to allow you to do that. Okay? It's beautiful. And it is not my classic type of fragrance. I'm going to tell you the notes. And this is why I was a little bit apprehensive about it. But honestly, fell in love with it. First sniff. Okay. So the keynotes in this perfume are pear nectar, gardenia and jasmine, and vanilla bean. It's supposed to be up to 12 hours. And like I said, you could buy the fruity pear and the sweet marshmallow scents to go with it to layer with the perfume to bring out different notes. So when I hear pear nectar, the only pear fragrance that I really like that I can think of off the top of my head is Jo Malone English Pear and Freesia. And that to me is a little bit sometimes overwhelming, like a little bit. So I was a little bit nervous about that. And I'm not a big fan of jasmine and even gardenia. Like I said, it's not like I hear gardenia and I want to slap it on myself. So I was a little bit nervous, but this is just a lovely fragrance. I'm going to spray it. Actually, I'm going to rub it on myself with a little roller ball. There is something in this perfume that I'm going to be wearing this a lot. I could just tell you right now. It's like you get the little bit of, like I said, there is a pistachio note also in there. It's just you get the pear. The vanilla is not predominant. So if you don't like gourmand scents, this will not bother you. I don't know. It's not overly floral or overly fruity. It's kind of like a perfect balance of both. And then the vanilla adds a little bit of a sweetness to it. I do find it's a little bit less bold than the original Rare perfume. The Rare perfume, I feel like, projects more. I think other people will be able to smell it on you. But I found that as I wore it throughout the day, it was also very close to the skin and just very like you get a whiff of it here and there. Just like, oh, that's beautiful. It's just very classic and feminine and fresh. And if you're not a fan of floral scents or fruity scents, I would still encourage you to try this because it's not overly floral or overly fruity. It's like a perfect mix of both. I don't think this scent will last 12 hours. It's supposed to last 12 hours, it says. I found that it lasts maybe 6 or 7 hours. It's just very feminine and clean. It's not like you just stepped out of the shower. It's just because of the floral and the fruity balancing together. It's just very fresh and feminine and beautiful. It's just very classy. I would dare to say that this would be the perfect bridal scent. It's just very classic and feminine and chic. It's a very chic scent. I think the name Rare Beginnings is such a perfect title for it. I think it's beautiful. I really do. And like I said, you could just see a bride with a beautiful veil and the flowers. Like that's what I think of when I smell this. But it's not one of those scents. Like some scents are known for being only bridal, like you would wear that on your wedding day. That's not what this is. I'm just saying it is so beautiful and fresh and feminine. If I could ever get a text back one of these days and I ever got close to getting married, I would actually consider wearing this for my wedding. But since I cannot get a text back, not going to worry about that right now. That's another topic for another video. Actually, probably several videos we can go into it, but we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about perfumes. If you're happily in a relationship and getting close to getting married, or you're renewing your vows, you may want to consider this for those occasions. Instead, I will continue to wear it as a happily single woman that doesn't get bothered that she can't get a text back. Anyway, I am moving on. All right, so let's try the layering balms with it. I'm really excited. I did try these in store, but I was smelling a lot of different scents, so I really want to get a better impression of how these go together. So just open it with the little cap. Okay. So the layering balms will also help with longevity of the scent because it's almost like putting like a Vaseline consistency without it being like Vaseline. It's not heavy, but it's that type of consistency. So this will actually help with the longevity of the perfume as well. Ooh, interesting. Okay, so the marshmallow is not like a fluffy marshmallow scent. It's almost like I would wear this on its own. It's kind of like a burnt sugar or more of a buttery scent. It's like a warm butter scent. It's really pretty. I'm interested to see how this will mix with the perfume. So let's spray this and see how it mixes. Oh my gosh, it's so good. That's so good. I don't say it totally changes it, but it definitely brings out that vanilla, that nuttiness, it's like a nutty vanilla scent. Oh, that's so interesting. That's beautiful. So this kind of like diminishes the floral aspect to the fragrance. It brings out the pistachio note and the vanilla. It's kind of like a nutty, toasty scent with that little bit of more gourmand element. It's so good though. It is so good, especially for the fall coming up. As the kids say, that combo is giving. What is it giving? It's giving lit. Is that what the kids say? Or is it lit and it's giving lit? Can we make that a phrase? Can we make that a thing? It's giving lit. It's really pretty. Yeah, it totally tones down the floral aspect of it. I love the idea of the layering balms. I think it's such a fun way to have one fragrance and you could do it 3 different ways or 4 different ways. Or if you have the layering balms from the original scent, you can combine it with those and kind of mix and match, make your own scent that's very personalized. So I think it's such a creative idea. I really love it. All right, so now let's try the Fruity Pear. Okay, so that's definitely a pear note. That I would not wear on its own, just because personally I wouldn't wear pear on its own. Okay, let's see how it compares. Shake, 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 shake. This pear layering balm, it also diminishes the floral note in a different way than the sweet marshmallow. This definitely brings out that fruity aspect. The pear note is much more prominent. I definitely prefer the sweet marshmallow as a gourmand girly. The marshmallow with the Rare Beginnings perfume combo, this one right here, had me at hello. It's giving lit. It's giving all the things, okay? 100% as a gourmand girly. The pear is very, very pretty. It's just that I am not like the biggest fruity fragrance lover myself. I'm not necessarily looking to emphasize the pear by itself. The fruity aspect, I like the combo of the fruity and the floral, or that with the sweet marshmallow. This combo, it's good. If you love fruity scents, you will love that combo. If you want to diminish the floral aspect of the perfume and only focus on the fruity note, then go ahead and get the balm to go with it, the pear one. The sweet marshmallow is right up my alley. So I'm very, very happy that I have both, but especially happy that I have the sweet marshmallow Rare Beginnings giving a lit combo. It's all the things. I'm very excited about it. And if you're a Gen Z watching, I'm so sorry that I'm messing up your lingo. I know that I am, okay? I was once young too, all right? Knew all the phrases and all the things. And now I hear these things and I'm like, huh? Like what? And, never thought I'd get to this point in my life, but I am. So if you're younger than me and I'm messing up your lingo, I am so, so sorry. I used to be you at one point. Okay. So putting all that aside, what are my thoughts of this fragrance? I think this is an absolutely stunning, stunning fragrance. I think this is versatile. It's gorgeous. It's feminine. It's fun. It's unexpected. It's something that the non-fruity, non-floral person in me, the fact that I love it, I'm so happy about it because sometimes you don't want to always wear your typical scent profile. You want something different and new and fresh. And this Rare Beginnings perfume is that for me. The price of the perfume, I think, is very good. The full-size perfume is $78. And like I said, it does come, in a full size of this style. Like I said, if you have issues with dexterity, arthritis, whatever it may be, the full size is a really great option because it's made with accessibility in mind. So it's very easy just to twist. And also this travel style, you just twist it and it becomes a roller ball. Now, Rare Beauty also has a set with this roller ball and the original Rare perfume in the roller ball. I highly recommend that set. I will link it down below and have it in the QR code up on the screen. It's a really great way to try this scent and the original. And the travel set I got, like I said, is $38. The little Balms here, they are $20 each. So it's a really good value. So I cannot recommend this fragrance enough. I'm so excited to have it in my collection. If I had to pick one of the layering balms, I personally would choose the Sweet Marshmallow, but also the Fruity Pear is beautiful as well. It's just not my all-time favorite, but the Sweet Marshmallow, perfection. We're going to be besties in the fall and winter months, giving lit, whatever that means. Okay, so now we're going to move on to the blush portion of this video. So before we move on, let me know in the comments down below what you think of this fragrance profile. Are you interested in it? Do you want to try it? Let me know if you have any questions. Let me know which layering balm you might be going for. Let me know in the comments down below. And now we will move on to the blush portion of the video. All right, beauty. So now it's time to blush it up. No, blush it up. You got to blush it up. What song is that? Got to pump it up. Don't you know? Pump it up. Anyway, long story short, it is time to blush it up. So I picked up all of the new shades of the Rare Beauty Soft Pinch blushes. These come in the mini sizes. If you know Rare Beauty's blushes, you know why they're released in the mini sizes, because they are so pigmented, so long lasting, you could probably never get through a full bottle in your lifetime or mine combined. So it is good that they release them in these mini sizes and you get to try more colors for the same amount of money. So girl math, you're getting free makeup. So these are them. Say hello to the Rare Beauty blushes. Hello, blushes. And like I said, I picked up all the shades. So let me swatch them for you. It's going to be interesting to see how we showcase them because they stain. And it's going to be interesting to see how I can get them off my face. So I'm going to go on to the next one. Okay, first we have Forever, which is described as a warm nude shade. So let's swatch it. Oh, I love this already. She's beautiful. Okay. So next we will show Daydream. So Daydream is described as a muted, cool mauve shade. And these little babies are $16. You can't really go wrong with that. And they're travel friendly. Ooh, so pretty. So that is Daydream right here. Next, we're going to move on to Enamored, which is described as a mid-tone magenta. She's bold. Okay. So that's Enamored. See if we're going to be enamored with Enamored. That's a fun shade. Okay, so that is Enamored right there. Get my camera to focus. Okay, next is Intrigue, which is a watermelon shade. That sounds fun. These are all matte finishes, although this looks a little bit more watery than the other ones. And then we have Charisma, which is a warm berry shade, which will be very fun for the fall and winter months coming up. Ooh, I am nervous about this one. All of these, because it's going to be like, how are we going to keep these toned down and not stain my cheeks so I can get them on and off easily to show you all of them. But let's just get this makeup on my face. I'm going to stop yammering. Let's start with the nude shade. I'm really excited to get into that one. All right, so let's go with the Forever shade. We're just going to put a little drop on, or two. I think I picked out a brush that was too big, but trying to ration my brushes. Ooh, because I know I'm going to go through a few brushes on this video. Ooh, look how neutral this is. I love it. That's perfect. Sometimes you just need a good nude shade, you know? You have a bold lip or a bold eye look, or you just want to go for a very, no makeup type look. And this is it. Oh, gorgeous. You see how easily this can get away from you though, right? What a beautiful shade that is. Oh, I love this one already, as if you couldn't tell. Okay, I'm not going to build that up anymore because I feel like that's just a beautifully subtle shade. What do we think? It's gorgeous. I knew I was going to love this shade because, you know what? Let me build it up a little bit more. Why not? I love a good neutral shade like this sometimes, especially for the fall coming up. You need this shade. Add to cart, please. I should say that when I don't have dots on my face so I can be more convincing as a non-influencer. So let's do that. Just see how beautifully this is building up. This is perfect for like the pumpkin patch. Oof. It's like pumpkin spice latte in a blush. So now I'm going to try to do the influencer, non-influencer pitch to you. Add this to cart. Is that better than having the dots on my face? I think so. Look how pretty that is. I love this. It's so perfectly neutral. It's not too orange. It's not too brown. It's just like that perfect sweet spot. So this is the shade Forever. What do we think? I love it. This is perfect. Like an essential blush. Add to cart. That was good. That was probably the best one yet. Add to cart. Is that better? Just add it to cart. That's a little bit. Add to cart, please. I'll work on it. But in all seriousness, if you're looking for a good neutral blush, just something that's kind of like barely there, it's like just like a little angel's kiss of neutrality, Forever's your girl. Beautiful, beautiful shade. Okay, I'm very happy with that one if you couldn't tell. And then we're going to move now on to Daydream. So let me take this off my face and I will be right back. Next is a shade that I would like to think it describes myself, Daydream. Okay, so I think this is going to be a good neutral shade as well. More like a good everyday shade. Has a little bit of like a lilac undertone, like a pinky purple undertone. I love it. Okay, so as we're getting deeper with the shades, you'll see that you need probably less and less. And you just have to be careful. I would do one cheek at a time just because once these set down, they really do set down. But that's beautiful. Oh, I love that. That is beautiful. See, just a couple dots. This is why you will never go through a full bottle of a Rare Beauty Soft Pinch liquid blush. This is why you have to have the minis. And you can get more, try out more shades for $16. You can't go wrong with these. Throw them in your purse if you need to freshen up while you're at your date at the local Mickey D's, you're all good to go. And today I am wearing the Rare Beauty foundation. I will link it down below. It's a beautiful matte foundation, but it's perfect if you have dry skin because it's not drying. It's beautiful. It just gives this most beautiful, like perfect veil to the skin. I'm also wearing the new lip oil stick that Rare Beauty released. It's one of my favorite lip products of 2026. It's amazing. Stains the lips. It's hydrating. I have a full review on my channel. I'll link it down below in case you want to check that out. Whoa. All right. So this is Daydream. Again, that's how I like to think about myself. Kidding. Really kidding. But in all honesty, this is a beautiful shade. What do we think? Oh, I love it. Like I said, perfect for like every day. If you're going to the office, you're running errands, you just want to feel pretty and pink. It's really, really pretty. Okay. So let's get up close and personal. So what do we think of Daydream? I think it's beautiful. Like I said, you're looking for an everyday shade. You could use day and night. She is stunning. Really easy to blend out. Perfection. All right. So now let me take this off and we'll move on to our next shade. So next, let us move on to Enamored. This I'm a little bit nervous about because she's bold. Okay. She's bold. I'm going to start out with one dot. That's an attractive look. Now I'm using this for 5 brush. That's kind of like a diffuser brush on the side because it is so bold. So I'm trying not to go too heavy-handed with this. You see how it's staining a little bit where I first put it. So you have to be very careful with these deeper shades just to make sure that you buff it out. It's not an issue. You just have to be careful. Like I said, one cheek at a time. Please do not do both and then try to go back and fix the second one because it's not going to work. Well, that's pretty. So this is that mid-tone magenta shade. I thought it was going to be too bold, but it's not. If you apply it, like I said, maybe with a brush that's similar to this, that is a little more diffuse at the end, just don't use like a very tightly wound. Is that the right word? Like a tightly packed, excuse me, that's the correct term. Tightly packed brush for this because it is bold, but it's beautiful. I feel like it gives such a nice, healthy flush to the skin. I feel like it's a unique shade. I don't think I have anything like this in my collection. That's really pretty. You see how well they blend out, especially over the Rare Beauty foundation? If you haven't tried this foundation and you love a good medium to full buildable coverage, matte finish but not drying, just like a porcelain look on your face, it's a beautiful foundation. Like, I have yet to try a matte foundation that I love more than this one. Ooh, I like her too. She's pretty. What do we think? Like I said, really healthy flush. If you apply it correctly, it can be done more subtly or you could build it up. I just think it looks really healthy and fresh and young. I love it. Okay, so again, this is Enamored. Are we enamored with Enamored? It's really pretty. Very, very nice. Okay, I like this a lot more than I thought I was going to. I was a little bit afraid. I am also afraid of the next one. We're going to do some deep breathing exercises and get through it together. Okay, so let me take off this shade and we'll move on to our watermelon shade. This is the shade Intrigue. Very excited. I'm going to shake it because for some reason it came out a little watery. I'm not sure why. Okay, so let us dab the face. Okay, you see what I'm saying about the brush? This brush is not tightly packed, but it is more tightly packed than this one or this Morphe one. So it's not blending out as seamlessly as I would want it to. So let me get a different brush. Try this one actually. This is the new Mary Phillips brush that she came out with. It's like a blending brush. Okay, I still would prefer a brush like this or this, but this is doing a better job for this blush. I'll link this brush down below. I've really been enjoying this brush, especially for concealer, buffing out concealer. Oh, I'm liking the watermelon. So it has the boldness of the Enamored shade, but it's a little bit more that flattering red tone, like a red blush. It kind of has that little redness from the watermelon undertone that I like. So let's make the other side even. Let me know in the comments down below, what do we think of our watermelon shade here? Just remember with these blushes, less is more and a more loosely bound blush brush. Or this is really good too, actually. This is working out beautifully. I'll link this down below. I do love this brush. I think it's a really good one. I love Mary Phillips brushes. I think they're excellent. Should have mentioned that. She's coming out with lip glosses. I'm so excited to see them. I really want to try them. Oh, this might be one of my favorite shades so far. I don't know. What do we think? West Benitalia had that watermelon shade that she came out with over the summer. I bought it and I forgot to review it. I don't even know where it is, to be honest with you. I'm drowning in makeup and samples and stuff and just things that I receive. So I have to do a good digging expedition to find it. I love the little bit of red that we have going on here. You know, a red blush is flattering. This is very, very flattering. Oh, okay. All right. I'm excited about all of these. I really, really am. But this Intrigue shade, it's very intriguing. It's very easy to work with. I think that a lot of people would like this shade. But what do we think of Intrigue? Are you intrigued? I think if you're looking for a nice blush with a little red undertone for that healthy Victoria's Secret type look, Intrigue is your girl. Add to cart. Was that better than before? The little add to cart thing? Add to cart. I have to work on that whole bit. I will work on it. But in the meantime, this is a beautiful shade and one of my favorites that we've tried so far. I'm very sad we're coming up on our last one, but I'm excited to try this because I love a good berry shade for the fall and winter months. So let me remove this from my makeup loving face and we will try our final shade and we'll talk about which ones are my favorites, which ones are your favorites, and we'll have a grand old time. Okay, beauty, so we are sadly on our last shade of the day. This is the shade Charisma. She's very bold too. I'm going to use this Patrick Ta blush because I feel like it's more loosely packed than some of my other brushes. And we're going to go very lightly, like just a little hint. Yeah, you see how this brush is moving around the product very easily? It's not tightly wound. I mean, hey, we're all tightly wound at some point in the day, right? But our brushes don't have to be all the time. There's a time and a place. Ooh, this is like the perfect, like frosted berry shade. This is like a good wintertime blush. I mean, you could obviously wear it in the spring, summer, fall, whatever. But I feel like that's the perfect, like, berry shade. She's gorgeous. I think with these blushes, the first two, they were very neutral, right? The Forever shade and the Daydream. The last three, they're similar in their intensity, but it just depends on what type of tone you want to go for. You're going for more berry, more of a red undertone, more of a purple undertone. But I mean, the great thing about these are that they're so reasonably priced that you can experiment with different ones. You don't have to just get one. Like I always say, why only have one when you can have five? It really just depends, the last three shades, I think, on what type of tone you're going for. And the first two are more, neutral, everyday, your basic blushes. And these are more like, a little bit more fun and daring. But they're all equally beautiful, I have to say. Yeah, I feel like this is going to be a good winter shade for me. Just because, in the colder months, I like to go for a nice berry shade, and I think this is perfect. This would go really well with the Rare Beauty Fortune, I think it's called, the lip oil stick. That would be a really nice combo. It's like a nice berry shade. You pair this with a berry lip, and you are on your way, girl. I don't know where you're going, but you are on your way. Put a little across the nose. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. So what do we think of Charisma? She's pretty. She's pretty. It's hard to pick a favorite among these. I got to be honest with you. So, in giving my esteemed opinion, I think that the first two shades, Forever and Daydream, I think those are must have for like everyday neutral shades. You need something easy to fall back on. Those are beautiful. The last three, do I think you need all three? No, they're kind of similar, right? I think, like I said, it's just depending on what type of tone you're looking for. So if you want the watermelon shade, it has that little bit of red undertone that's very flattering across many different skin tones and skin undertones. I think that that is a beautiful option. It might be my favorite. This is beautiful if you're looking for that berry shade. And the shade Enamored has that fun pop of purple undertone to it, that magenta shade. I want to know, which shade did you like the best? Which shade are you thinking might be appearing on your makeup loving face very soon? If you do decide to pick up any of these goodies and you go through either my QR code or the links down below, I really do appreciate it because it helps keep my channel glowing and growing. But I appreciate you just being here and hanging out with me. I love each and every one of you. Please make sure that you join our lives every Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's free. You don't have to be a member. Just come on as you are. We have an amazing time talking about all the latest in makeup and beauty. We have a lot of laughs, and it's just a great community of beauty lovers and friends. I would love it for you to subscribe if you haven't done so already. We have so many new launches coming up. Louis Vuitton, Westman Atelier has a foundation coming up, and all the new fall releases you will see here on this channel. So please make sure that you subscribe, and I cannot wait to see you in the next video. Bye-bye.